Welcome, everyone. This organizational development and intervention was created to help identify potential areas of improvement at the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce. The organizational development team members were Jenna, Renee, Jenny Lee, and myself, Mark. The agenda for today will be as follows: executive summary, overview of the firm, diagnosis, intervention, and then finally the conclusion. The group used a survey instrument consisting of a series of questions addressing work satisfaction topics. 8 employees were asked to participate, and 7 survey results were received. This is a great participation rate. The findings of the survey indicated that there were major issues involving human resources, communication within the work environment, and employees feeling underutilized, which has affected overall morale. The team members identified 4 intervention techniques that could help the commerce. They were: develop quality of circle groups, incorporate a personal mastery program, increase communication clarity through mental models, and experiment with new organizational structures. These 4 interventions should help increase morale. Our group was not able to incorporate the intervention techniques due to time constraints. The president of the Commerce, Mr. John Crutchfield, will be provided the results of the surveys and a copy of this report with references for the interventions recommended after final approval by our instructor.
The Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce, GKCC, is an association that focuses on promoting and protecting the interests of businesses in the Killeen area. GKCC considers themselves a one-size-fits-all chamber experience with the goal of meeting investors where they are while providing products and services that would benefit their organization. Our group has a close connection with this organization because one of our team members, Jenna Weynand, was previously employed by GKCC until recently. Ms. Weynand's connection has provided our group with extensive knowledge pertaining to GKCC and their current issues within the organization. We were able to gather data pertaining to daily functions of the organization as well as employee concerns by distributing surveys to current employees of GKCC. These surveys provided our group with information concerning several strong and weak areas of the organization. Our group feels that GKCC will greatly benefit from the suggestions of a third party that could help their organization run more efficiently. Our knowledge of the organization has allowed us to develop an intervention method which will benefit GKCC immensely. There are several key areas that we would like to focus on. First, the existing benefits package for employees, recognition, and boosting employee morale. Secondly, issues regarding the channel of communication between staff members as well as upper management. And lastly, there's a growing concern regarding underutilization of employees throughout the organization. All employees will need a strong foundation in order to succeed within this organization. Given that there is a strong link between compensation and job performance, we feel that the current benefits package does not drive the employee to fulfill their potential. Employees will put into the organization to the extent of what they feel they should receive. Employee recognition and employee morale is a growing concern within the GKCC. When employees receive recognition for their job performance, they are more likely to work harder in efforts to receive future recognition. Providing employees with additional recognition for their performance within the organization will contribute to an increased job performance overall. The low morale is also cause for concern. Our group will focus on intervention methods to increase job morale in all areas of GKCC. Every organization can benefit greatly for a boost in morale across the organization. One of the top issues with GKCC is the lack of communication within the organization. Communication issues within GKCC are creating a negative environment for employees as well as contributing to the low morale throughout the organization. The organization as a whole will need to attend team building training as well as a communication training. By establishing a clear channel of communication between offices and staff members, the organization will operate more effectively and efficiently. Mandatory trainings will only get the organization so far. The organization as a whole is affected by underutilization of employees. This problem can lead to additional issues within the organization, such as decreased productivity and decreased morale. With the restructuring of GKCC, it is pertinent that all jobs are reevaluated and quite possibly redesigned to accurately adhere to the changes. Periodically, jobs will need to be reviewed to ensure that each area is working efficiently and the most effectively. GKCC can greatly benefit from our knowledge and expertise in the area of organizational development. Providing our results to the organization will allow them to view the current concerns and needs of their employees from a third-party point of view. Our proposed intervention methods will act as a foundation, allowing them to operate more efficiently as an organization.
To assess the intervention needs of the organization, we ask the employees to voluntarily complete a survey consisting of open-ended questions, questions asking the participants to indicate their level of satisfaction, and statements asking the participants to indicate their level of agreement. Since the questions on the survey did not relate to the president/CEO, he was not asked to participate, nor was a team member, to avoid any bias. After completion, we analyzed the results for the whole organization and also divided the results by level of position in the organization. The employees were divided into two groups, with the first group being support staff and middle management, and the second group being top management or department head. Their answers were assigned a numerical value. Since the value of 5 represented an answer of somewhat satisfied or somewhat agree, and any answer below 5 represented an answer of neutral, unsatisfied, or disagree, it was determined that any question or statement with a mean or mode below 5 would be considered an area of concern needing attention. For the overall results, 13 of the 39 questions received a mean or mode below 5, with communications and human resources being the major areas of concern. Communications was brought up repeatedly in the open-ended questions, and 2 questions directly relating to communications received a mean or mode below 5. 7 of the 13 questions concerned human resources matters, and the other 6 focused on communications, morale, supervisor expectations, recognition, and feeling underutilized. This graph shows the 13 questions that received a mean or mode below 5. You'll notice the 5 questions with the lowest mean or mode involve human resources matters. When the results were divided by level in the organization, the support staff had 14 of the 39 questions receiving a mean or mode below 5. Of these 14, 4 related to human resources matters, and 3 directly related to communications. 2 issues with a strong impact that we did not observe in the overall results, but did see with this group, were the 2 statements, "I have the tools and resources I need," and "my supervisor provides actionable suggestions for my improvement." The other 5 questions focused on morale, recognition, awareness of advancement opportunities, feeling underutilized, and getting along with coworkers. This graph, representing the results of the support staff and middle management group, shows the 14 questions that received a mean or mode below 5. As you can see, recognition and morale received the lowest scores, with human resources and communications being strongly represented in the results. For the top management or department head group, there were also 14 of 39 questions receiving a mean or mode below 5. These results showed that this group was much more concerned with human resources matters and still had a concern for communications issues. 10 of the 14 questions concerned human resources matters, while 3 directly related to communications, and 1 was a feeling of being underutilized. This graph, representing the results of the top management or department head group, show the 14 questions that received a mean or mode below 5. You'll notice an overwhelming amount of the questions revolve around human resources issues. When comparing the two groups, we determined that 7 questions appeared as areas of concern in the support staff and middle management group, along with the top management or department head group. Of these 7 questions, 4 were matters of human resources and 3 directly related to communications issues. The human resources matters were dissatisfaction with the bonus, the process used to determine annual raises, the process used to determine promotions, and the annual raise itself. The communications issues were a lack of good communication from employees to managers, a lack of good communication from managers to employees, and not agreeing that people in their department communicate with each other sufficiently. This graph shows the difference in areas of concern for the two groups. As mentioned before, the results from the top management group differed significantly from the support staff group, in that the top management was more greatly concerned with human resources issues. Both groups had a large concern for communications issues, as well as feeling underutilized. The support staff group also had concerns about morale, recognition, getting along with coworkers, awareness of advancement opportunities, having the tools and resources needed, and their supervisor providing actionable suggestions for improvement.
Hi, my name is Renee Ward, and I will be taking you through the intervention portion of the presentation. Chris Argyris said that to intervene is to enter into an ongoing system of relationships, to come between or among persons, groups, or objects for the purpose of helping them. He also stated that for an intervention to be effective, it must generate valid information, lead to free, informed choice on the part of the client, and provide internal commitment by the client to the choices taken. We chose several interventions including quality circles, personal mastery techniques, mental models, and job redesign to provide information that will be beneficial to the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce and that will also provide the tools that we feel can alleviate the issues facing the organization. Group behavior is an intricate set of symbolic interactions and forces that not only affect group structures, but also modify individual behavior. Due to the importance of group work, we chose to incorporate quality of work-life techniques, specifically quality circle groups, as the first intervention for the organization. Quality circles is a process-focused technique that allows a group of colleagues to meet periodically to address specific problems. Training the members in problem solving and group processes allows for effective problem resolution that can then be proposed to a management committee. Effective quality circles can have a positive effect on the human resources issues. This includes the benefits packages, areas such as compensation, rewards program, medical insurance, vacation pay, and bonus pay. Additionally, human resources encompasses the evaluation process as well as promotion guidelines. Quality circles also affords employees the opportunity to participate in decisions, to use and develop personal capabilities, and the opportunity for personal growth. Improved communication is also a positive outcome for this technique, as a group facilitator is a key member and can ensure that all concerned parties are kept informed. Personal mastery can only be accomplished if the organization is willing to invest intelligence, time, and attention to design new elements to their existing infrastructure. Personal mastery is one of the 5 core disciplines in a learning organization. The others include team learning, shared vision, system thinking, and mental models. With personal mastery, the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce can utilize O'Brien's 4 adaptive skills, including raising consciousness, using imagery, framing and reframing events, and integrating new perspectives. We recommend that the organization implement personal and corporate vision exercises to help expand their visions and to establish creative tension. This will allow the idea of personal mastery to become more predominant to the individual, as well as allowing the employee to be more competent and confident personally and professionally. One exercise we feel that will be beneficial for the employees of the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce is to assess their personal values by incorporating a 3-step process. The first step is to choose 10 values from a predetermined list that the participant feels is important. The second step is to choose the top 5 of the 10 previously chosen values. The third step is to choose the top 3 and decipher their meaning. We believe that by completing this exercise developed by Robert Niles, it will help to align employees' personal and corporate visions. Mental models impact perception, information, processing, problem solving, and decision making. While there are many such models to choose from, we recommend the left-hand column technique developed by Chris Argyris and Donald Schoen. This technique will help the employees fully understand dialogue by dissecting and reanalyzing conversations. We feel that techniques such as this will open up the communication channels within the organization. Through the use of personal mastery techniques and mental models, employees will better understand themselves as well as their coworkers. This encompasses bosses, subordinates, and peers. We also feel that these exercises will provide a greater understanding of the organization, which will lead to improved communication and morale, which in turn will lead to better, more informed, strategic decision-making. Job redesign alters jobs to improve the fit between individual skills and the demands of the job. This technostructural technique can help manage the issues of underutilization throughout the organization. Job redesign can be implemented individually as well as organization-wide. We recommend that the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce review their current work practices and make an initial assessment on what direction to take. Activities include experimenting with the organization's structure and evaluating the effectiveness, as well as bringing in new technical resources to improve problems. One technique we recommend the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce implement is job rotation. Employees are utilized in different areas within the organization. This not only provides an excellent learning tool, but also increases efficiency and boosts morale and self-efficacy. Techniques within job design interventions alleviate underutilization of employees by giving them the opportunity to take on new challenges, improve their knowledge and skills, and to understand different departments. Job redesign techniques increase morale, job satisfaction, the feeling of being valued, and also increases productivity. Future advancement and development of an organization is attainable by removing problems while implementing changes. It will be imperative that during the course of the intervention, the Greater Killeen Chamber of Commerce management team stay open-minded and flexible. This will allow for any directional changes that may come up through the intervention process and feedback.
In conclusion, our organizational development intervention was initiated to help the Commerce with possible work issues suspected by team member and former Commerce employee, Jenna. She felt that this nonprofit organization could benefit greatly from a third-party intervention by increasing morale through techniques to solve human resource problems, opening communication channels, and properly utilizing employees. The surveys administered uncovered and confirmed what Jenna and the team had suspected and identified the focus areas for the intervention. The team strongly believes that if the leadership of the Commerce addresses these issues now, it will likely see an increase in morale of the employees, therefore creating a more cohesive, effective, and efficient work environment for the Commerce. Any questions can be addressed to the emails below. Thank you.